Hello everyone, this is Drew again with the second video for the YouTube channel No Debt But Love. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment. So it's been about a month and a half since you all last heard from me, and I got really sick. It was really scary, but praise God, I'm back to health. My wife took great care of me. All right. So I also have some updates. I'm excited, but I can't get too crunk because my little girl, she's in the back sleep. Well, the first exciting update is that I'm expecting a son in October. Praise God, I finally get my boy, but I'm also happy and pleased with how well my little girl is growing and the love of the Lord that she's showing already at such a young age. She's so young already. It's awesome how she just loves the Lord, and it's encouraging to me as a father. And so right now I'm just praying that as my son grows, I can serve as a proper example of what a man of God should be and to look like. So I can't wait to meet you, man. I love you. Now, I want to get into what has helped me pay off my student loans. So far, I started off with $85,308.07, and I have paid off, as it looks, $53,601.09 off my principal. And so that leaves me at $31,706.98 left. So praise God, I'm very happy. I would have never thought that I would have made it this far, 7 years into this journey. And make no mistake, although I'm expecting my second child, I don't expect to have these student loans being with me when they start college. I'm planning on giving these student loans the eviction notice. I'm done with them. This stuff is over. The student loan debt, it has to die with me. No one else in my family after will have student loans. I'm going to ensure that. I'm going to make sure that I work hard and I save, and I'm able to communicate with them why they should not have student loans. And so I want to extend this help to you guys out there that may be watching this YouTube channel. Please make sure that you gotta understand that there's a balance. You want to go after your dreams, but at the same time you got to consider the cost, count the cost. All right. So honestly, the first thing that has helped me in my student loan debt repayment journey is just knowing how much I owed. And so after setting up an account with nslds.ed.gov, that's the National Student Loan Database Servicer. Don't worry, it's not a scam. It's not fake. It's not some kind of weird website where it's going to steal your information. It's backed by the U.S. Department of Education, where you'll be able to log in and see, one, who you owe, and two, how much, and also their contact information. That's really important. So setting up that account early on in my debt repayment journey really helped me so much because I knew who to call, and it saved me on default. Second, I split my monthly payments. Okay, I pay twice a month, so once every 2 weeks. For me, it has helped me, and I'm going to include links in the description for these websites that I'm speaking of. What has helped me, I have a calculator with a bi-weekly payment schedule, and this is something that homeowners use to help pay off their mortgage faster. So with this calculator, you can play around with the numbers. Make sure that 1 year with this calculator anywhere on Earth, unless you're on another planet, 1 year is 12 months. And so with the standard repayment, it's 120 months, because 12 times 10, 120. Okay, so it helped me to pay twice a month because it actually reduced the amount of interest that would accrue per month. And so I will pay it after 2 weeks, and then there'll be less interest that could possibly accrue, as opposed to waiting the whole entire month to finally pay on my loans. And so, for example, if my student loan repayment for the month was $470, I would just divide it by 2. And so instead of just waiting, I'll just pay that, just divide that, pay that divided amount. And so another thing that I would like to just really express, please, for those who are getting ready to go off to college, or you have children that are getting ready to go to college, or you yourself considering getting some advanced education, consider your major wisely. All passions don't pay equally. You may be passionate about basket weaving, but you got to make sure that it pays the bills. Will it afford that house that you want? Will it afford the food that you want to eat every now and again? Will you be able to afford anything other than McDonald's if you want to go to a fancy gourmet burger joint? Let's be real. Let's be honest. Okay. After you do those things, you also want to choose the repayment plan that works best for you. So with the repayment plans, honestly, I'm under the income-based repayment. And so I work in education. Initially starting off, I didn't make much at all, because the first 2 years out of college, I struggled finding work. But praise God, initially my payments were at zero. Now that I'm working in education, my payments are reduced to $45 a month. But let's be honest, $85,308.07. There'd have been a lot more interest that needed to be covered than $45. So if I just kind of relaxed and chilled, I wouldn't have had enough to afford to pay interest. So when you're the process of paying back your student loans, you got to understand that you're also you got to be able to cover your interest plus pay down principal. It's just not enough to just pay your monthly payment that the student loan services say that you owe. That's where they get you. That's when you get in trouble. That's where students get in default and you end up being in debt for a very long time. We don't want that here. I don't want that for you all. That's why this channel is No Debt But Love. We don't want to owe anybody a dime. Okay? And so although I'm on an income-based repayment, I use it as a safety net. So if ever I fall in a tight spot, I lose my job, I only owe $45 a month while I just search for something else. So right now I work 2 jobs. You could say I work as an academic advisor and I also adjunct teach. And so honestly, I'm really tired a lot. There have been many nights where I will get off, I will go to work, wake up at 6, prepare my lesson, get ready for work, go to my job from 8 to 6 or whatever, have an hour time where I prepare for my classes. So then I'll be in my classroom at 7, and then I won't get home till around 9:30. So you got to consider with your loan debt that you're taking up, will you have enough to pay it? Do you want to live this life? So honestly, if I could do it over again, probably would. The master's was great, but I would have gone to a different school. But the people I have met, the things I've learned, it really blessed me. Another thing that has helped me was making extra payments. Okay? I knew that I had to hustle. It wasn't enough to just work a full-time job and not take on side gigs. So right now, I make regular bi-weekly payments of $370 every 2 weeks. So that's $740 a month. But also, whenever I pick up an extra class, I throw as much as I can. $200 here, $300 there. And it's sometimes a lot of days I hate seeing, as soon as I get my paycheck, I'm throwing it at my student loans. Like, who wants to do that? But that was the choice that I made at 18. And I'm gonna make sure that my kids understand that the decisions that you make today will impact you for years to come, good or bad. So another thing, you just want to be honest with yourself. Live below your means. And when you live below your means, people are not going to understand. They may not appreciate your thinking. You're going to have friends that turn away from you, but it's okay. Consider rejection as protection, okay? Not everybody's going to love you. Not everybody's going to like you. I literally had people dislike me just by looking at me. They thought I was weird, or they probably didn't like the name Drew. Maybe a Drew in the past hurt their feelings. So you can't worry about how people perceive you and what you're doing. You have to make sure that you're providing the best you can for your family, okay? And with that being said, you want to build a strong support system. I'm very close to the friends that I have. I have a close-knit inner circle, and praise God, I'm able to talk to them about anything, but just about my daily struggles. They sharpen me in the Lord, and they encourage me. And I appreciate you guys. And I appreciate the friends that I have that are mutual friends with my wife. So thank you guys and ladies for encouraging me and checking on me. And I couldn't have it any better. Now, just want to say, you guys stay strong. You can get through this student loan stressors. You just got to focus on what do you want to do in the future. If you just pay the minimum, you're gonna be paying longer, and you're gonna actually pay more in interest. Go ahead and pay as much extra as you can. Okay. For us to have gotten the degrees, we didn't do the bare minimum. I know I didn't do the bare minimum to get my bachelor's and my master's. I had to stay up late. I had to work 3 jobs while I was in school. So with the stereotypes that millennials, we just go to school, we go to these fancy universities, and we don't work. We just get drunk and all that stuff. Not all of us do that, okay? Don't believe the hype. But praise God, there are a lot of us like myself that are paying back their student loans, and we refuse to get back in this debt bondage again. So remember, guys, fight on, love hard, and remember, no debt but love. I'll see you guys again on the next one. Bye.